and welcome to QUTV News This Week. I'm Wes Sheeler. It's a new semester and we are already almost 2 weeks into classes. And some spring sports are well into their seasons.
And I'm Jack Weiss. Some dramatic changes are taking place at North Campus. There are fewer leaders in the dorms as well. We have those stories in a moment, but first, student athletes at Quincy University had to come back early before winter break was over. Athletes who are already in season or their season is starting soon arrived back early on campus, while students who were back early on campus was a ghost town, but students didn't mind at all.
It was a little weird, but I mean, it was pretty cool just to be around just my teammates and spend time with them and focus on just baseball and not have to do school stuff too.
Classrooms may have been empty, but that didn't mean work wasn't being put in. Athletes came early to get an upper hand on the competition. Now that students are back on campus, classes have started and the CAF is packed like usual.
2024 has brought some teeth-chattering weather in this first month. Students spent January looking for any way to find warmth. Willer Hall experienced no heat, leading to requests for heaters. And Garner Hall lost all heat over break, causing security to buy more heaters. Some instances included windows being bolted shut to stop outside airflow. The school shut off the air to prepare for the winter, but the heat is not fully kicked in. Another issue is stoppage of air through dirty vents being backed up.
The nights were absolutely freezing. It was consistently like 20 to 30 degrees in the room. Got so bad to the point that my mom had to buy me a heater from Texas, so it was awful.
Thanks to QU security for helping the students during this time. Heat is now circulating throughout the buildings all across campus.
You may be noticing some changes happening at North Campus. A $4.2 million grant from the Illinois Board of Higher Education was awarded to QU to fund capital projects. This grant will allow new additions to North Campus and a relocation of the music department. It will also make room for students enrolling in a new degree in the future. QU is adding mechanical and electrical engineering, occupational therapy, and physical therapy.
Last summer, we learned that the state of Illinois was making capital improvement grants available to qualified private universities, and we then took the steps to apply. It was a pretty short turnaround, so we had to give them a project that we were ready to move forward with rather quickly, and we needed to complete the materials the state required from us in pretty short order.
With these upcoming renovations, be on the lookout for any upcoming information regarding North Campus and possible changes going on. Resident assistant workloads just got bigger. We have more buildings and resident assistants than resident directors. Ideally, Quincy University should have one RD and an adequate amount of RAs per dorm. Resident directors are required to manage the well-being of the students and dorms. With more students on campus and fewer resident directors, there may be cause for concern for dormitory upkeep.
It was definitely a surprise coming back and having 3 RDs, but once we kind of processed that and got through all of it, I don't think it's anything that we can't handle. I think that we're going to get through the semester okay, and I think it's going to go good.
Laura says that she is not aware of any plans to recruit new resident directors right now. Students on campus should look forward to a follow-up on the number of resident directors next fall.
The Health and Fitness Center has struggled to meet the needs of students and the community since the start of the spring semester.
With the extremely cold weather coupled with the return of students, the HFC staff has had the workout for them. Because of the cold weather, more people want to work out. Inside, students and athletes wanting to do something other than practice or study have found it difficult to find available court time.
Me and my friends like to come up and play basketball as a form of exercise and stress relief here at the HFC. We like basketball or pickleball, but a lot of times the courts aren't open. Specifically on weekends, they'll be running things like the chili cook-off, or they'll be having like a basketball tournament or something. And then during the weekdays, there's a lot of practices and people who reserve out the pickleball court. So the only available times that I see a lot are early in the morning or late at nights for like an hour or 2.
The HFC will be packed until it warms up outside, so be sure to pay attention to the schedules around the HFC.
I don't feel too comfortable sharing all that my space with all those people there.
I think if you just mind your own business and you're just mindful of others, I think you'll be just okay.
If you say so. Coming up next, QU Campus Ministry took students on a mission trip to Biloxi, Mississippi to help the local community. The trip offered many work experiences and allowed students to deepen their friendships.
And the Health and Fitness Center are helping people beat the New Year blues by offering fitness classes to help people maintain their fitness. Motivations. All of this and more after this break.
You have to make it your cue for you to do what you love.
Welcome back. QU Campus Ministries took a mission trip over Christmas break. The destination was Biloxi, Mississippi, nearly 800 miles away from Quincy. Students who joined were encouraged to contribute to the community, providing labor and manual services, such as building a deck and painting a house. Students also helped wrap gifts for children and participated in the Adopt a Child program at a local church.
I learned that, growing closer into my faith really helps shape the person I was able to be while serving others in a different community. It was so fun, and I can't wait to do it again next year.
Students also got to enjoy the local food and sights of Mississippi and New Orleans, Louisiana, as well as strengthen their friendships. If anyone would like to join the next mission trip, pay attention to QU Campus Ministries' Facebook page and let them know you want to join when they start planning the next mission trip.
Many people use a calendar change as inspiration for their fitness journeys. If you missed starting a fitness program at the beginning of January, you can start fresh in February. With the new year kicking into second gear, many will begin to lose motivation, but Quincy University has you covered. In 2024, Quincy University has expanded their fitness classes to accommodate the growing interest in fitness.
So we have been teaching the classes for quite some time. We just have expanded the program. So starting January 13th, I believe we went from 4 classes that we were teaching, and now I think that we have 14 to 15 on the schedule. Actually, I think we might have 17 on the schedule.
Classes are open to anyone willing to participate. They have strong groups of regulars who will try to make all newcomers feel welcome. The Quincy University Health and Fitness website has more details on the classes, their times, and who will be instructing. There are many types of classes, with Cyclex being the class recommended for beginners and Triple Threat being the most advanced.
With all the snow off the ground, I hadn't had to wear my winter coat in a while.
That's all right. From below freezing temps to having shorts and short sleeves on, Jake Vitale has the weather forecast for the week. Welcome back. Today we have Jake Vitale with us.
Thank you, guys.
So Wes, what did you think about the weather we just had previously?
Put ice on my beard.
Yeah, and what did you do to get it off?
I had to go inside and scrape it all off.
Jake, what did you do during the
I
weather?
just stayed inside and watched movies and didn't get my mustache freezing. So let's look at the weather this week. We're going to be moving on from winter coats to Crocs. And along with that, we're going to have some higher temperatures and a lot more sunny days ahead. So today our high is going to be 51 with a low of 38 later tonight. And then our average temperatures around this year is normally 37 with a low of 23. And we have a huge range of record temperatures from 1989 to 72, and then all the way down in 1996 down to those negative temperatures that we had previously. So this Wednesday, we're going to have temperatures up to 51, mostly sunny, and winds up to 10 miles an hour, but it's nothing too serious. And later tonight, we're going to keep those winds about the same at 8 miles an hour, and we're going to get a couple clouds coming in, and the temperature is going to drop down at around 38. And then tomorrow on Thursday, we're going to get those temperatures all the way back up to the high 50s, almost 60 degrees. We're going to have a couple clouds and a little bit of wind, but nothing too much, especially if you're used to those temperatures from last week. And then on Friday, we're going to keep those temperatures around the 50s, a little bit colder, down to 49. And then Friday evening, it's going to start warming up for that warm 52 with sun on Saturday. And then looking at our 7-day forecast for this week, we're going to have temperatures around 50 degrees for the most part. And on Friday, we're going to get those 41s. Saturday, 47. On Sunday, we're going to get some 50s in there. And then we're going to have sun throughout this whole week, so it shouldn't be too bad for any of you. And then we got this picture that I took this morning on the way to practice. I set up my glove that I got to design and my custom cleats I got from a buddy of mine. And it shows those clear skies that I've been talking about that we're going to have this whole week.
That's a nice photo right there.
Yeah. What was your inspiration on the cleats? Was it your idea or his idea?
My buddy did a pair of cleats like that, and I knew whenever I got here, and I needed something like that, so it's pretty cool.
All right. Coming up next, QU Sports with Kaylin Lowry.
Finding your passion is easy at Quincy University. Whether you're pursuing a bachelor's degree or looking to go even further, at QU, your professional and academic future is bright. 40 undergrad programs include moments that become experiences, connections that become careers, and relationships that become lifelong support. We want you here. That's why we work hard to ensure that a Quincy University education is affordable. Let us help you put together a plan. Visit discover.quincy.edu to get started.
And now it's time for sports. As spring sports are starting up.
That's right, and we have Kaylin Lowry here with all the sports news.
Hello everybody and welcome, especially my lovely colleagues here at the desk. And I have some exciting news for you guys today. Quincy football has a new head coach and he is ready to take the name as head of the table. But first, let's take it to the mats as the Quincy men's wrestling team battled against some tough opponents. The men's wrestling team suffered a tough loss against a nationally ranked team. QU faced number 9 ranked McKendree and Maryville University in a back-to-back conference showdown.
With the first meet since the students came back from winter break, the energy was high and the atmosphere was there, but the performance could not match on January 26 as the Hawks fell short against the number 9 ranked McKendree Bearcats with the final score of 33-12.
One of the biggest things that we started working on was just being not necessarily being comfortable in comfortable positions, but being able to deal with it. Like being able to get in an uncomfortable situation, but still being able to manage.
Only 3 Quincy wrestlers emerged victorious that evening. Sabian Russell, the Hawks 141-pounder.
Winner, Sabian Russell.
Aaron Taylor, their 174-pounder. And Judah Yates, their 184-pounder.
The men's wrestling team quickly regrouped for another duel the following night, Saturday, January 27th, against Maryville University, but the Hawks were unable to reverse the outcome of the previous night, suffering a disappointing loss with the score of 49-0. The spring season is here, and that only means one thing here at QUTV Sports. Not only are spring sports in full effect, but that means that fall sports are officially on off-season. One sport that will draw many eyes will be the football team. Over Christmas break, Quincy University introduced a new head coach. Jason Kilday was introduced as the new head coach officially on December 20th. He will be looking to build on that success that the Hawks had in the 2023 season. The Hawks went 6-5, which is their best record since 2014. Kilday came from Truman State, where he was the offensive coordinator and had 59 wins with the Bulldogs. Kilday already has goals and expectations for QU football.
Yeah, obviously you want to win, but more importantly, competing at a high level. Is a big thing, and wanting to compete, wanting to show up and compete daily and being the best version we can be, and then laying the groundwork and the foundation.
Big changes are coming for football, and the Hawks will be looking to make the statement in the 2024 season in the fall. I have high hopes for this QU football team in this following fall. Well, one thing I do hope for is for this wrestling team to make their turnaround. That's all we have for sports today, and come back next time for more sports news.
Thanks, Kaylin.
And when we come back, a club on campus gathers resources to make something sweet.
Quincy University's Res Life community is here to help you.
In the heart of QU's North Campus, the Environmental Club has a unique and time-honored tradition. They tap maple trees to extract sweet sap that they cook into maple syrup. The best time to tap the trees is when the temperature is above freezing during the day and below freezing during the night. The first thing the students do is drill a hole in the tree.
The bark of a sugar maple is easy to distinguish from a silver maple. You see the big flakes of bark kind of hanging out there, very rugose texture. And of course the leaves are different too.
They then use a spile and a bucket to collect the sap. Once all the sap is collected, they start the boiling process.
So this is the reservoir. It's upside down right now, but we put the sap inside there. Sit it on top here. Build a fire in there. So we boil the heck out of it until most of the water evaporates and we're left with a concentrated, sweet liquid that is the syrup. Oh, too late, you missed it.
When the students are all done, they sell the finished product.
So the proceeds go towards the Environmental Club, and we have bought the water fountain inside and a bike rack.
A continuation of the tradition originally was started by a student. The boiling process has not yet started, but will by the end of the week. You can expect maple syrup bottles to be sold in the coming months.
Gotta be honest, guys. I love me some syrup. Give me some pancakes, some waffles, maybe throw some chicken strips on there. I'm a big syrup guy.
Chicken and waffles is coming up later with Dr. McGee, I heard, at the CAF.
Ooh, great day.
Great day.
Yeah, I heard about that. Too bad I won't be able to go there because I don't have a meal plan.
Oh, dang.
But you guys want to use a guest pass?
Oh, I got you, Jack. Don't worry.
Appreciate that.
Well, for more stories, follow us on QUmedia.net and on social media. Have a great week.